Good morning and welcome to AMHQ Weekend. It is Sunday, February 21st, 2016. I'm meteorologist Reynolds Wolf.
And I'm meteorologist Kelly Cass. Thanks for joining us on this very mild morning. And in fact, many of the eastern half of the country, you are feeling it, but we are tracking our next big storm that may affect us early next week.
Absolutely. We already had a touch of snow or rain or hail here.
Take a snapshot for you.
Absolutely. And there's that stationary front right there. You got the converging air coming in from the north and the south, and where it meets up, you've got the best chance of lift, the instability, those showers and storms. And then some of the rain may stick around for a couple days with the flood threat, Kelly.
Yeah, and that's primarily due to snow melt, because remember the Appalachians, they've been hit hard recently. So we got the snow melting there, rain in the forecast, tracking a little bit of snow across the upper Midwest, but it's this guy right here, the next storm that's moving into the northwest. We're going to be tracking that through the Rockies.
Absolutely, and in other places it's not really going to be what you're going to see, but rather what you're going to feel. Still very mild for you in the desert southwest. Phoenix with 87 degrees, Denver with 51, Kansas City with 56. But yeah, a lot of stories to cover today, no question.
A lot of lightning bolts out there too, so of course we'll talk about that severe threat. But New Orleans, if you're heading out to Broadway, today's a good day, good travel day as well, but we are going to be tracking some rain moving through the mid-Atlantic eventually. We're talking Philadelphia down towards D.C., even West Virginia. There could be some flooding with this rain coming down on top of the snow that's melting. You can see the rain stretching from the Tennessee Valley all the way back into Texas, where we could actually see some thunderstorms popping up here. The snow that you're seeing in the upper Midwest, not a huge deal. Now we are talking about another system though moving into the northwest. That will be a huge deal eventually as it comes into the Rockies. And in fact, Denver, you're going to start with rain, your temperature going up to 53 degrees, but then we're going to change it over to snow. Salt Lake City, the Wasatch, also looking at some snow through the Tetons, the Colorado Rockies. If you're a skier, a boarder, you are loving this forecast. A very favorable pattern here. And in fact, Denver, we're talking about 3 to 5 inches of snow for you. And as you head for the hills, up into the foothills, we're talking more like 5 to 8 inches. Some areas could see a foot of snow, and that snow all the way down to Taos here in New Mexico as well. Even a wintry mix coming through the panhandles of Texas and Oklahoma. Out ahead of it, though, it is all about the warm temperatures and all rain across the southeast, even up towards New York City. And as we head into Wednesday, it's going to be a wind-driven rain as we get this storm really cranking, our secondary storm developing and moving up this way into the eastern Great Lakes, dragging some cold air in behind it. So Chicago right on the edge of seeing perhaps significant snow, but more like Detroit, Saginaw, watching you guys very closely. This could be a big one. Thursday, it's all rain across New England and the Northeast before we bring that cold air in, change that rain over to snow with whatever moisture is left here on Friday. 31 in the wake of that storm for Chicago for your high temperature. And then Saturday looks pretty quiet across the eastern half of the country, but Reynolds, another system entering the west. But this is nice to see the rain down here into California.
Yeah, it's always good to get some of that out on the West Coast. We know it can change very quickly.